Alright, today I'm going to go over how to add a Pro menu into Silver Pro back office, and then I'll bring up the point of sale system and show you how it looks at the very end of it. So I'm going to add in a category for liquors, and then I'm also going to add in like these salads here and some pizzas to show you how we should add in pizzas so that you can choose the whole pizza for toppings, or half, or right half, or left half of the pizza. So I'm going to go ahead and get started by adding categories first. So we'll start with the salads, the enchilada, and then I'll add in pizzas, and then from there I'll go ahead and add in my modifier toppings before I add the items. So let's go ahead and get started with categories. We'll name it enchilada. Alright, save. Then we'll go ahead and add in the pizza. And save. Alright, now we actually have to go to the Modifiers tab and add our modifier groups for all of our salads. Alright, so we have several salads here. So we got a dinner salad, a rancia, Italiana, Alex's special, caprino, mozzarella, and the salmon. Alright, so we'll add all those as modifier groups. Alright, click this checkbox here so we can show the modifier group when the actual salad is added to the ticket. The modifier screen will automatically come up. Alright, save changes. Next one. And Italiano. Save. And then the last one. Let's save. Now, I'm going to go ahead and also add in my toppings. Alright, so for my pizzas, each one of these pizzas has, its own specific toppings. So we're also going to create modifier groups for each of the pizzas, and then we'll create a single modifier group called toppings, or pizza toppings, and then we'll create a second one for like pizza adds. So let's say, you start off with a cheese pizza, and maybe it gets one topping for free, so you get that out of the toppings modifier group, and then the second modifier group called pizza adds will charge for any extra toppings they want to add to it. So I'm going to go ahead and add all the pizza names in, and then I'll add in the pizza toppings, and then I'll add in the pizza adds, and then I'll come back to this when it's all done. Alright, so we're back. So I just added in just a few of the pizzas here, added in a pizza topping, and added in the pizza topping adds. Alright, so now I got my my modifier groups in. I can come to my categories and items, and I can start adding items to each category. So I'm going to start off with the salads, and like I showed you here, we got the dinner salad and all these. So I'm going to go ahead and add these in, and then link the appropriate modifier groups to each salad. Alright, so we'll start off with this dinner salad. And let me go into modifiers and create a salad. Toppings. And then we can come to our categories and items and start adding in the salads. Alright, so I'll go ahead and add in the item. Alright, this one's a dinner salad. Alright, it's going to go to kitchen group. Alright, and now we're going to assign the modifier groups to it. Alright, so that'll be the dinner salad, and then also salad toppings. So if they don't want something on this dinner salad, they can choose not to have something on it. And then they'll also have the option to add extra stuff to this dinner salad with the salad toppings. All right, done. And then we'll go ahead and create a sales price. All right, this one's $4. And we can choose a tax if we have that set up. And then I'll save. All right, next. All right. All right, kitchen group. Assign the modifiers. So this is the NCR salad. And then we'll choose the salad toppings as well so that we can add extra stuff to the salad if they want it. And then give this a price. And save. And I'll add another one here. Kitchen group. I'm going to assign the modifier groups to it. This is the Italiano and salad toppings. Done. Now, you can also add variations for these. So if they had like a lunch portion or a dinner portion, you can add a variation for, you can customize it, say time. All right, and then you can go ahead and add lunch and dinner. All right, this way when they ring it up, this variation screen will automatically pop up where they have to choose if it's a lunch or dinner portion. All right, and then you'll go ahead and price it. So this one is only a single price, so I'm actually going to price this by variation and do a half price, and then this one will be the full price. All right, so during lunch, a salad is $5. During dinner is $10. All right, we'll save. Oh, yep. All right, so I'm going to add the rest of these in, and then I'll come right back. Okay, now we're back. So I have all my salads in, and I actually assign variations to all of them except for the dinner salad for a lunch and dinner portion size. So what time they're going to get it determines what portion size they're going to get. Right, so I went back in and added my variations for time, lunch, and dinner, and then priced it by lunch or dinner with a specific price for each one of them. Right, and then also for each salad, I assign the appropriate modifiers that are supposed to be going with them. So the salad modifier group, so that they can choose no of whatever's on that salad, and then add anything extra to the salad. All right, so now we're going to come to our modifiers, and we're going to enter in the modifiers that go on each specific salad under the appropriate group. So for the dinner salad, it comes with olives, cherry tomatoes, and balsamic vinaigrette. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Add Modifier. Since I don't have anything in here yet, I can't choose it. So we're going to add it from the plus sign first, and it has to be linked to one category. All right, so I'll click this one, and we'll start off with the olives. All right, choose your tax, and then if there's an upcharge, you go ahead and put that in here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and save changes. Alright, so it puts it in here. I'll save and add another. Click the plus sign, add the cherry tomatoes, link it to the category. Alright, tax, save changes, save and add another. And we'll go ahead and put the balsamic vinaigrette in here as well. Okay, tax, and save changes. Alright, and then that's everything that comes with the dinner salad, so we'll just go ahead and save changes because we're not adding another. So as you can see here, this is what comes with the salad, right? So then we can later on decide what to add to it if they want to add something to it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and enter in all the salads here, and then I'll come back and show you each group what's in them. Actually, we'll stay here, and I'll go ahead and add in a couple more because I see some duplicate toppings. So I wanted to show you how to move toppings from one modifier group to another by duplicating them. So I'll go in here, I'll add in these toppings for this salad. And so this one has spinach. I'm not going to put the spinach in because that's what it comes with. The orange vinaigrette. Tax. Save changes. Save and add another. Prosciutto. Save changes. Save and add another ricotta. Walnuts. And then the last thing for this one is orange. And save changes. Alright, and we'll save this one. And I'm going to move on to the next one because this is the one that has duplicates, so I wanted to show you how to add the duplicate modifier item to this item. Alright, so we'll go ahead and add the modifier. So this one comes with olive oil, save and add another, artichokes, save and add another. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to go ahead, click this, and this one also comes with olives. So I just wanted to show you from this screen here, when I type in olives and then click on the no tax, it doesn't give me the option to save the changes. Now the reason why is because this item is already being used somewhere else. So I can't save the changes, or else this would give me a duplicate under my categories and items. So what I have to do here is, when you can't save the changes, that means it's a duplicate, so I have to close this. And if you have a bunch of items already, you can either scroll through and choose it by looking for it, or if you have, a really hefty list here of, 150, 200 items, it's going to be a little difficult to scroll through 150, 200 items and try and find the item that you're looking for. So what we do is we hit Control F and then type in what we're looking for. right? And it'll highlight everything. Right, so now I can actually choose this, right, and then save and add another. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish out the rest of the items on this one. Right, Parmesan. Right, save. And then we got one more on this. Let's see. Balsamic glaze. Right, text, save changes. Right, and then we'll save that one. Right, same with Alex's Special. This one has the olives in it as well. It also has the orange vinaigrette, which I've already created. So let's go ahead and add this one. So we'll go ahead and add a modifier. All right, so what comes on this one is arugula, which is the base salad. The imported tuna, which is the meat that comes on it automatically. And then it comes with capers, olives, and orange vinaigrette. So we'll create the modifier for capers. So changes. All right, save and add another. Now I know the olives are a duplicate, so I'll go ahead and search for my olives up here. Hit Control F, type in olives, and it comes up. All right, and then I'll save and add another, and now I can hit Control F again, hit orange. Oops. All right, we have to click the drop down here. All right, and there's our orange vinaigrette. Click on that, and then save changes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and enter in the rest of the salads, and then I'll come back for to show you how everything looks, and then we'll move on to the pizzas. All right, we're back. Okay, so I went ahead and added in all the toppings for each modifier group salad. As you can see here, I also added a dressings. All right, so sometimes menus don't specify what dressings they have. Now, these salads on this menu specified dressings for some of the salads, which was like the balsamic vinaigrette, the orange vinaigrette, the fig vinaigrette, but that was only on a couple of the salads. So the other salads don't even show a dressing that comes with it. So I usually put in like the basic dressings, like your ranch, your blue cheese, Italian, Thousand Island, and honey mustard. If there's no dressings at all, if it doesn't show any dressings at all, I usually always put these in. These are pretty much understood that you get a dressing with a salad. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add all the toppings from all of these salads that I just put in each group, and I'm going to add it to this salad topping group. So I'm going to come in here, add modifiers, and I'm going to click this drop down, and I'm going to actually add in every single topping that I've already used. All right, so I'll just keep clicking this drop down, Control F, and keep adding everything in. All right, so as you can see now, I have several, so it's getting a little bit more difficult to actually scroll through and find everything. All right, so I'll just keep hitting Control F, start typing it in, and then save and add another. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Alright, artichokes. Okay. Alright, capers. Alright, so I'll go ahead and finish this up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have my toppings here, now I'm going to actually go back to my categories and items, and I'm going to go to all my salads. And I'm going to actually go into each one and add that salad toppings group to the modifier groups. Oh, looks like I already did it. So I'll add the dressings so they can choose a different dressing if they like. Okay, so we just need to link the dressings to all these. Then we'll go ahead and get started with the pizzas. Okay, so I'll go ahead and finish all this out, and then we'll come right back. All right, so now we're back. All right, so I got all my dressings, each specific salad's modifier group associated with it, and the salad toppings. All right, as you can see here, they're all checked as menu items. Everything down below here, underneath the numbers, these are all our modifiers, and you can see they're checked as modifier. All right, so now we're going to move to the pizzas, and we can go ahead and start adding in the pizzas. So I only used 4 of the pizzas just to show you for this session. So we'll start off with margarita. Alright, kitchen. Alright, and then we'll assign the modifier groups. And we'll do margarita here. And then we'll do pizza toppings, and then pizza topping adds, and then done. Alright, now these pizzas, on this menu it's only one size it looks like, but I'm actually going to add in variations for different sizes. So you can do a 10-inch, 14-inch, and a 16-inch. Alright, and then done. Alright, so there's my variation for size. Now I'm going to price it by size. Alright, so the regular price is $9, I'm assuming. That's a personal. And then we'll do 12 for the 14, and then 15 for the 16-inch. Alright, and then save. Alright, now I'm going to do the same exact thing with the other 3. And once I'm done with that, I'll come back and we'll start entering in the modifiers for pizza toppings. Alright, so we're back here. Now we're going to go ahead and add in the modifiers for the pizza toppings. Now for the pizza toppings, I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm not going to add the modifiers in from the modifiers tab. I'm going to add them in from the items here. Alright, so under the pizza category, I'm going to add an item. So let's start off with the basil. for the margarita. Let me show you here. All right, so I got basil and mozzarella for a margarita. I have fresh garlic, oregano, and olive oil, spicy salami, mozzarella, spicy oil. So now you can see here this mozzarella is used in several of these pizzas, right, as a topping. All right, so when I get to mozzarella, I'm going to actually link them to all of the different categories. All right, and I'll show you once I get there. We'll start off with basil first, because I'm going to actually create variations for this, for each topping. So basil, kitchen. Now I'm going to check modifier item and uncheck menu item, and then I'm going to assign it to its group. So for the basil, the only one it's going to is the margarita pizza. Right, and then we're also going to add it to pizza toppings and pizza topping adds. This way, if they order like the traditional cheese pizza, they can order the basil for the traditional cheese, and then, or maybe if they, get a pepperoni pizza and they want to add basil to it for an upcharge, they can do that as well. All right, so now it's linked to these three these three modifier groups. Done. I'm going to add the variation. All right, so we'll go ahead and name this a custom variation, and we'll name it side. All right, and we'll do right half. Actually, we'll start off with whole. Then right half and left half. Done. And then we can actually price it if we wanted to, or leave it at 0, which I'm going to actually do right now. I'm going to leave this at 0. Oh, actually, I got to price it by variation. So we have to actually make these all zeros. So you have to price it by a variation if you're going to be using the variations under the modifier groups. So you'll have to price it by the variation, enter in 0 for the price for all of them, and then save it. All right, so now you can see this doesn't have a number next to it because it's not an actual menu item. It's a modifier item. I'm going to go ahead and add another item. This next one is going to be mozzarella. And I actually think I have mozzarella already in here. Yes. All right. So I can't actually create this here. I actually have to go to where it's created, which is in here, mozzarella. Right, and then now I'm going to add I'm going to assign it to my groups. So I went with the mozzarella salad, and it's also going to get linked to the margarita pizza, the diavola, and the fungi. Right, and then we'll link it to the pizza toppings and pizza topping adds. So if they wanted like extra cheese or something like that, extra mozzarella cheese. All right, now I'm going to add the variation. All right, we do whole, right half, and left half. All right. So let's go ahead and price it by the variation, and we're going to leave it all at 0. All right, and save the changes. All right. Now let me show you how to make these variables on the actual modifier. All right, so in the margarita pizza. All right, now let's say they only wanted basil on half. You'll just click on the basil, and you'll say yes, sell it by variation. All right, and then you could do no, sell what the default item variation price is, or if you need to change the price to a specific price, let's say 75 cents a topping, you can do 38 cents or 75 cents for the whole, 38 cents for a right half, and 38 cents for a left half. All right, so I'm going to leave it like this, save the changes. All right, and then same with the mozzarella, I'll do the same thing. All right, save changes. And as you can see, it's changed to a variable here. All right, this is also done on the Diavola. So we'll do the same thing with the Diavola with the mozzarella. All right, so now if it's a topping add, so as you can see here, I have it as if they add a topping, let's say they only want to add it on half of the pizza. So I'll say yes, sell by variation, but I'm going to do specific prices. So I'll do 75 cents, 38. All right, and save the changes. And then we'll go ahead and do the mozzarella as well, the same exact way. All right, and we'll save the changes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and enter in the rest of these modifiers, and then I'll come back and we'll open up the POS system. Oh, actually, I wanted to show you how to add liquors in as well. So I'll finish this up, and then we'll, when I come back, we'll be on liquors. Okay, so I finished all the pizzas, got everything linked as their variables. So you can choose the whole pizza, left or right half pizza. I added in 2 new modifier groups called mixers and prep. And then I also added the category of liquor. So I'm going to go to my modifiers, and I'm going to add in my mixers and my prep. Now, most of the time, this is never on the menu. These are pretty much understood modifier groups. So for like your mixers, like if you were to order a vodka, maybe a vodka tonic. So the tonic would be one of the mixers. So you would add in like all your Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, ginger ale, orange juice, cranberry juice, tonic, soda, and all that sorts of stuff. Now the prep, this is how they want it made. So if they want it as a double, or if they want it straight up or on the rocks or neat. So these are understood modifiers as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add in a few mixers here just to get us started so that you can kind of get the idea of what's supposed to be in here. So we'll go ahead and add in Coke. All right, we'll go ahead and add in Diet Coke. Sprite. Ginger ale. All right, now we'll go ahead and add some juices as well. So like your pineapple juice, orange juice, cranberry juice. Pineapple, orange. Oranges, cranberry. And also, if there was an upcharge price, like a 50-cent upcharge price or what have you, you would go ahead and enter that in here as well. Save changes. We'll go ahead and add tonic. Alright, so that should be good for now. So now I'll come to prep. I'm going to add a modifier. This one's going to be a double. So if they don't want a single, they want a double. Go ahead and double. Alright, and for a double, there's actually an upcharge because you're not going to sell a single at the same price as a double. So we'll just say there's a $3 upcharge when they get a double. Alright, then save and add another. We can do up. Rocks. And meat. You can also add in stuff like shaken or stirred or something like that. I don't normally put these in unless they actually ask for them. But we'll go ahead and add this in here today. Alright, and then save. Alright, so those are in there. Alright, now let's go back to the categories and items. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be adding in. So I'm going to add vodka, gin, rum, scotch, whiskey. I'm just going to add a couple of these in. I'm just going to do the vodka, gin, and rum for right now, just so we can see what everything looks like. Alright, but I added the category of liquors, as you can see here. And I'm actually going to add the item names as vodka and create variations for each flavor of vodka. Alright, so let me just do a couple of these so that you can see how this is done. So liquor, add an item. Alright, so this is a vodka. And this is actually going to the bar printer. So we're going to choose bar. Alright, this is going to be a modifier, a menu item. And now we're going to link our modifier groups to this item. So our mixers and our prep. Done. And then add a variation for flavor. Alright, we're going to do absolute Alright, Grey Goose and Kettle One. Alright, done. Alright, now I'm going to price it by the variation of flavor. These are all actually $7, but I'm going to go ahead and put the 7 in here anyways. Alright, and then save. Alright, so now I got my item of vodka. Let's go on to the next one, add gin. Alright, go into the bar, menu item, assign modifier groups for mixers and prep. Done. Add my variations per flavor. Alright, so I'll add in Tanqueray, Bombay. Alright, done. Alright, price by the variation. And these actually have different pricing, so it's 8 and $6.50. Save. Let's go ahead and add in. We'll do rum. Our modifier groups, mixers and prep. variations for flavor. And this one will do buttons. And we'll do Cardi. Alright, done. Then we'll price it by the variation. Barton will just be 50 and 7. Alright, so there's a couple of them, and I've added all the modifiers to them and linked their variations for flavors. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and pause this meeting, and when we come back, or when I come back, I'll have it up on the POS system. So I'm going to go ahead and do a full beta sync, and then when I come back, everything should be on the POS. Okay, so now I'm back. I have my POS open, and as you can see here, I got my 3 categories, my salads, my pizzas, and my liquor. One second, I just lost my screen here. 1 or 2. Alright, so salads, pizza, and liquor. Alright, and all the items in each category. Alright, so I'll go ahead and bring up a few things here. So let's do the Italiana salad. Alright, so it's a lunch or dinner salad. So I can choose lunch or dinner. Alright, now my modifier screen comes up. And let's say I don't want any olives on it, so I'll hit no olive, or olives. Alright, but I can go ahead and add something else if I wanted to. So let's say I want to do capers instead of olives or something like, or red onion. So add, that's your add button here, and then we'll do red onion. And then we'll go ahead and choose the dressing. So this one apparently comes with olive oil, or olive oil and a balsamic glaze. So if I didn't want the olive oil and balsamic glaze, I can do like no olive oil, no balsamic glaze, but we're going to add ranch. Right, and then you'll go ahead and hit done. Right, so it rings that up. So you see how that all came together. Now let's go to the pizzas. Alright, and I'm going to ring up, let's do the marinara. Whoops. Let's do marinara. Alright, so now I have to choose a size. So what size am I using? Let's do 14-inch marinara. I didn't link my modifiers to automatically pop, so I have to tap the... Okay. So let me come in here and fix something then, because something's not working right. So we go to marinara pizza. And I didn't assign any modifier groups to it, so I have to assign my marinara and save. Let me do a quick data sync here. Alright, so I'm back. Go back into my point of sale. Let me delete this. Alright, now let me go ahead and ring up that marinara now. 14-inch. And here's my modifier screen. And I only have the marinara associated with it. Alright, let's do a different one here. Let's do the margarita. Alright, so my margarita, it comes with mozzarella and basil. Alright, so I can tap on, like if they only wanted basil on half, so I can do basil, tap basil, and then choose right half. Right, and then I can go to my pizza toppings, and I can choose, you know, to add, maybe we'll do, say mushrooms on the left half in place of the basil. And then I can go to my pizza toppings, which I didn't actually add any prices to it. But if I did, I can go ahead, pizza topping adds, and then add a topping and choose my pricing. So I didn't add the pricing to these. All right, but if I added prices to it, like the 38 cents or something like that, I can go ahead and choose those. All right, so go ahead and hit done. Now that's my pizza. So basil on the right half and mushrooms on the left half. Now I'm going to come to liquor and show you how this came into play here. All right, so I'll go ahead and ring up a vodka. All right, now I have to choose which vodka I want. So if it's Absolute, Grey Goose, or Kettle One, we'll do a Goose. And we can do Goose and Cranberry. All right, and then we'll do a double. All right, and then hit done. So that's how everything came into play. So, I mean, if I wanted to go back into my pizzas, I can come back here and go into my modifiers, go into pizza adds, and then add these in with my variables to use a specific price. All right, so the mozzarella should be. Okay. Yes, and then we'll do the 75 cents, and then the half topping, so 38 cents. All right, so I hope this all helps with how to add categories, items, and modifiers in Silver Pro Restaurant Edition. Thank you.